What's going on, guys? Welcome back to BlackTideTV, 2 years in the running. It's hard to believe that it's been 2 years since the original upload to BlackTideTV on the 4th of April 2015, and yet here we are on the 4th of April 2017, and this video is marking the second channelversary of BlackTideTV on YouTube. So in the spirit of the second channelversary of BlackTideTV, I thought that we could use today to have a casual conversation and really just chat heart to heart, down to earth about channel progress and future projections, ultimately culminating in a discussion, a very serious discussion, of what I've come to call the YouTube advertisement crisis, how that's affecting my channel, and how you guys can help out the channel in the future going forward. So we're starting off with a fun, lighthearted kind of video, just discussing what's been happening over the last couple of years and how we've evolved and what we'll be doing in the future. And then we'll be transitioning into a very, very serious topic, a very important topic to me that I would really appreciate it if you could stay towards the end and hear what I have to say and really consider what I have to say regarding my Patreon account and stuff like that. So starting this thing off, it's incredible that it's been this long already. When you're making daily videos, you really lose track of time. I'm never really on track with what day it is, what date it is. I'm always constantly having to check and recheck the date and day, especially if I'm going to use it in any sort of video. Say there's an update and I need to say, oh, this update came out on Tuesday. I won't know what day Tuesday was because I'm so lost in translation when it comes to the time. When you're making daily videos, it's not about, oh, next week I'll be doing this. Oh, next weekend we're going to do this. It's more or less tomorrow. It's always tomorrow I've got to prepare this. Tomorrow I'm going to do this. And I'm planning ahead based on a day-to-day basis. Whereas when I was making videos, I think it was about halfway through Black Ops 3, I swapped over to daily. But the first half of Black Ops 3, I was doing Monday through Friday and then taking the weekends off. So before I was doing Monday to Friday daily gaming goodness and I was always on track with what day it was. Now, because I'm doing daily content, I've completely lost track of what day it is and what time it is, and it's something really uplifting when you know that as long as you're coming back the next day and you're doing the same thing, everything's going to be right. You don't have to worry about, oh, if I don't remember to do this on this particular day, then I'm going to be all out of it. It's like getting into a rut, but it's not getting into a rut in that I'm getting tired of it. It's getting into a rut in that I have a schedule now. I am prepared to do what I want to do each and every day. I know what I have to do. I got to get up. I got to make a video. I got to get a gameplay. I got to get a commentary. I got to do the editing. I got to upload. Like, I know my schedule, and it's just really securing to know that that is what you're doing. And that's why it's kind of upsetting to hear of this YouTube advertisement crisis and stuff like that. But we're not into that part of the video yet. Damn it, B-Tide. You're disappointing the people right now. We're talking about channel progress. So channel progress, this channel has come a long way in 2 years. Last year, I didn't do a channel update video or like a channelversary for year one. Instead, I totally forgot about it, to be honest with you. And I went back before I made this video and checked what I was at, like subscriber-wise and stuff, for April 4th of 2016. And April 4th of 2016, 1 year in, I think I was at like 830 or 40 subscribers. So 840, 850 subscribers. And now we're almost at 5K. I think probably by the end of April, maybe mid-May, we'll be hitting 5K, which is incredible. Like 5K is one of those big milestones when you're growing through YouTube. There's a few really, really big milestones that feel so much bigger to you than anything else, like 100 subs, 1,000 subs, 5,000, 10,000, 50,000, 100,000. Then you kind of go up from there. But 5,000 is a really big number, and it's like the first big step since 1,000 subscribers, which was quite some time ago now. So we're actually growing very, very fast on the channel, and it's just really nice to see that growth every single day. And like I said, so long as we stick on the same pattern, we shouldn't have any problems with breaking 10K this year. Like, we're still relatively new to this year, to 2017, and all of my big numbers come out in November and December, the holiday season, when the brand new Call of Duty game comes out and I can cover all of that brand new content. That is the high note of my year. So this November, this December, we're probably going to shoot up. If last November, December was anything to go by, we're going to be shooting up hundreds, if not thousands of subscribers this November, this December, which will just instantly launch me into probably 10K this year, which would be absolutely insane to be on YouTube for 2 years and have that 10K. I know some people get on YouTube and they know the right people, they have the right connections, they get into the right sub boxes, and they can shoot up in a year and have 1 million subs, but that's just not the situation with most of us. And that's the thing, is that it's a slow grind, it's a slow burn, and going through this, it's like it builds character to have a slower channel evolution. I feel like it's building character. It's making me really appreciate every single subscriber, every time someone does something, every time I see a super chat donation when I'm live streaming. That's one extra step, that's one other person that I have touched with my knowledge or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, it's uplifting to know that there are people out there that are willing to support me and that are willing to stick with me, people that will subscribe and stay subscribed for years. There are people here that have been here for years. Brody is one of my mods. He has been here since like day 5. Like, that's crazy to know that there are people that have been here for so long and will continue to stay here for quite some time, if not indefinitely. So it's just really nice to have that consistent growth and to have people coming and staying all the time, instead of just all of a sudden, oh, here's like 10,000 subscribers because you got a shout out from somebody. That's different, because people are going there because they're being told to. People are coming and staying on my channel because they're enjoying the content, and that's really the #1 goal of this channel, is to just keep making great content that you guys can enjoy all the time, and just fan service. That's what it's all about here on BlackTideTV. Now, if you go back, you can actually head back and check out my original video. Every single video that I've ever published is still live, still public. You can see them all. You can go back, say you have a YouTube channel of your own. I've been asked a lot, like, how do you grow your YouTube channel? And I have been waiting to release a series on that, and that might be coming out this summer, depending on how busy I am. But a lot of people have been asking me, like, how do you grow a YouTube channel? How do you get the growth that you have? Even though I'm not a big YouTuber, I'm kind of that area where people just starting out want to get to my area, right? They want to get to where I am before they can get to the big leagues. And people have just been asking me, like, how do you get to where you are? How do you get to where you are? You can actually go back and you can check out my original videos. My very first video, my Borderlands 2 walkthrough part 1. I only did 4 parts. I barely got like 10 steps into the game. That was my original content. That was the very first video I ever did. You just got to suck it up and just make a video, and it's going to be bad. You can check them out. They're really bad. In fact, I am allowing you to check them out, but at the same time, I am cautioning you that they are really bad, and you might be just completely flabbergasted with how terrible my original content was. But I've evolved since then. I've made better content, and we've really come a long way from there, and you can do that too with your own YouTube channel. So you don't have to worry about having bad videos when you start out. You will always improve. The #1 thing about making a YouTube channel and really growing it from scratch is just getting the content out there. Don't worry about the quality of the content. Don't worry about making it perfect. Just upload it. Just do it. Just do it. And everything is going to be fine. You're just going to grow, and you're going to grow at a consistent pace, and people are going to find you at a considerable rate. Like, ask Brody. He found me in the early days of YouTube, and my videos are crap. But I had something to say in those videos, and that's what kept him around. Now, something I'd like to quickly address before we get to the serious portion of this video, something that some of you following me on Social Blade and other similar progress trackers may have already pointed out, is that this video is not celebrating the anniversary of BlackTideTV on YouTube. Exactly. So instead, it's celebrating the anniversary of the very first video posted by BlackTideTV, which is going to be the de facto anniversary of the channel, as before this channel was ever BlackTideTV, I used it as my own personal channel under a different name to subscribe to channels and like videos and comment on videos the same way you use your own personal channels. And I only made the swap just before I made my first video, so I changed the name and then I uploaded my own videos, but I can't nail down an exact date on when BlackTideTV was formed on YouTube, and so you can't trust Social Blade statistics. On Social Blade, they will actually take every single statistic from the moment your account is created into account. So essentially, when they say that I'm not going to break 10K subs until the year 2022, that's taking into account the years that I spent on YouTube without gaining a single subscriber, a single view ever. Because I had never posted any videos, no one would subscribe to me because there was no videos there. So if you are following me on Social Blade, take everything with a grain of salt. I'll link my Social Blade in the description down below if you guys are interested, but remember that the future projections over there are completely false, and to the best of my knowledge, I'm foreseeing 10K for the end of this year. Now let's get into that super serious stuff and let's just jump on it. So the YouTube advertisement crisis, what the hell is it? How is it affecting the channel, and how can you help? So essentially, the YouTube advertisement crisis is the latest in YouTube drama around the website, except this time it's actually affecting creators more than you know. So essentially, YouTube has been taking a lot of heat recently by media outlets such as Wall Street Journal, who are basically just out for blood. I don't know why. I don't know why they're attacking YouTube and all the creators. They're really putting a ton of people out of jobs, and they're taking the income that a lot of people rely on just to make a false story. So essentially, Wall Street Journal and a couple other outlets have claimed that YouTube is allowing ads to go on to non-advertiser friendly content. So essentially, there is a video that's racist or a video that's showing terrorist attacks, and it's not like a news video, but more or less like a promoting terrorism or something like that. There's a video like that on YouTube, for example. And right next to that video, there's a Coke ad. Well, Coke doesn't want to be associated with that kind of content, and that's actually harming their brand in their eyes. They don't think that terrorists drink Coke. Like, they probably do. They probably drink more Coke than I do, but they think that that is harming their brand. And so they don't want to have their ads popping up next to potentially harmful content. And so Wall Street Journal and a couple other big media outlets have made this a bigger deal than it actually is, and they freaked out all of the advertisers. So essentially, how a YouTuber gets paid on YouTube is we get paid through AdSense revenue. So whenever an ad is played on our videos, maybe you saw an ad at the beginning or in the middle or at the end of this video or any other videos that I've posted recently, essentially whenever you see those ads, I get a cut of the marketing program that the company that paid for those ads put towards Google. So Coke goes to Google and they say, I want to buy this marketing campaign. And Google says, okay, well, we'll run these ads and we'll run them in these specific areas. And then those ads appear on my videos. And whenever those ads are shown on my videos, I make money from it. I make a cut of what Coke paid Google. So when they are pulling their advertisements, there's less money to go around and there's less advertisements being played. And not to mention, YouTube is freaking out right now. YouTube is panicking. They are hitting the panic button and they are demonetizing a ton of videos. Now, the demonetization has not yet affected my channel because my content is about as tame as it can get. I'm only showing gameplay and I'm not talking about terrorism. I'm not being racist. I'm not doing any of that kind of terrible stuff. And so my videos aren't getting demonetized, but I am feeling the heat from losing those advertisers. So all of these big name advertisers have pulled out from YouTube. And that is really harming the overall income of your average YouTuber. My revenue share has dropped 90%. 90. Not 19, 90. As in, I am making 10% of what I was before the YouTube subscriber crisis. YouTube advertiser crisis. So essentially, I'm not getting paid this month. You have to make at least $100 in the allotted time span to get paid each month. I'm not even making $100 this month. I'm literally not getting paid. And this is my full-time gig. Even though I am a small YouTuber, I am what can be considered a stay-at-home college student. And so this is my full-time gig. This is how I get all of my income, my number one source of income. And I'm making 10% of what I was making, and that's just not going to cut it. So essentially, I need to find a new revenue stream. And that new revenue stream is hopefully going to be Patreon. So I've created a Patreon account today, and I will link that in the description down below. It will be in the end card at the end of the video, and I would really appreciate it if you could check that Patreon account out. For as little as $1 a month, you guys can support the channel. You can put your good word in, and you will have access to a bunch of really cool stuff over there for different tiers. Like, you can spend a little more than $1 a month and you can access different tiers. You can be invited to live streams. You can get my PlayStation, my PSN account. You can get my Twitter. You can get a shout out on my Twitter. You can get a shout out in a video. Bunch of really cool rewards over there if you guys pledge so much each month. But all you have to do is pledge $1 a month. That's $12 a year, and you will be making a difference to the BlackTideTV YouTube channel. So if you guys have it in you, definitely check out my Patreon account. It will help me so much more than you can even imagine. I've done a much better job of laying out my thoughts on the Patreon account, so if you could even just head over there and give it a read and really find out what's going on, that would mean so much to me. So head over there if you can. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe. Here's to 2 years on YouTube, and to 2 more if we can cut it. So that is it for today's video, guys. I hope you really enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.